All right. Last night was the dozen trivia. Kevin is busy right now, so it's just me, Kayce, and Jeff.
Commissioner Jeff,
obviously.
Yep. Yep.
Things didn't go great.
No.
Nightmare.
This was the toughest one to keep under wraps. And we're talking about this on Thursday. So this still hasn't aired. Like this is Tuesday currently when they're listening to this, right?
Yes.
But like we're still like I'm talking about it right now. We still have a couple days to wait. So
Yeah.
we're like Inception timing you right now. But like anyway, point is this has been the hardest one to keep under wraps
why?
because it's
gonna
just
make
so
many people
shocking.
so happy.
It's so shocking.
So mad too because like I've been feeling really bad because the people who are like repping our shirts and being like Team Nightmare all the way, I'm like they are gonna be so fucking sad.
Kayce John, you're gonna get zero shit. You're not gonna go. Oh,
No, because I fucking got the big point at the end.
Yeah,
I got
did.
that shit.
We celebrated that as if we won
did.
this fucking Super Bowl. Like we really did. Like the celebration when he said last man standing was incredible.
So for those who want to watch the rest of the tournament, I don't think this is the earliest any match ends, like goes final. I think. Like that's a spoiler.
I would
sort of.
know.
Yeah,
But this is
got-
the only one that you could classify as a blowout. But
got
it
run-rolled.
is when we wrote this match, I turned to the two people who helped me write all the questions, and I said, "This is a hard match." I said unintentionally, this is easily the hardest match
there
we've
were
written so far.
two questions where like, there are obviously more than two, but like two that stick out to me were
It was like 1-0 after.
smallest stadium in the Pac-12,
I think
and
so.
then
Yeah.
like smallest stadium in the Big 12 or something like that. Like I was like, I wouldn't even have a prayer on these, but yeah, it was until round 4 there wasn't a point scored.
This is crazy.
The questions that we got wrong, I came out and asked Dan because like as a college football guy, college basketball guy, he didn't even know the answers.
Yeah, they were hard. And
Yeah, they
then
were really fucking hard,
With that
Jeff.
said, they still scored 14 points. They still scored. I
Wait,
think
that was the final. It was 14-2?
14-2. Yeah.
Well, I was thinking it was 11-2, which doesn't
No,
make it
it was-
much
No,
better.
no,
but-
It
team
was-
makes it way worse.
It
11
was
doesn't sound near as egregious.
Shocking.
Okay,
Shocking.
so where do you think?
Yeah.
Well, not where do you think? Where does the commissioner now currently stand on cheating allegations against Team Night?
I stand very firm that ever since like that first big allegations where I gave Cons the ban, I don't think anyone's done anything. Now, typically, Kayce, you're the one that catches shit, and I think people have made up their mind that you have people helping you in your apartment are just going to always think that. They're always just going to think that, and like there's no. But Cons did
I live
enough.
alone.
He had a tough argument with Brandon that made me kind of skeptical in person in the office, and that's why he got banned. He knows it too. Whether he did or not, that was karma. It was the most
Oh,
karma.
man.
I've never seen karma hit like that in my life.
Boy, did it smack us right in the
It
fucking
was
face.
because I was honestly confident that we were going to go on a good run.
I
Not
thought
only-
you guys were Chicago. That's the like I actually got a ton of shit like you knocked Chicago out of the turn. People think I like rigged it against Chicago. I was confident that you or Chicago would make the final.
Even the rest of my team wasn't confident. They were like, "Why?" Like you were like tweeting, like, "Why is John so confident?"
You've been
right
playing
now?
well.
Because I'd been playing real well. I woke up and I was like, "I'm feeling fucking dangerous."
I got
today.
a fucking text message in our group text. It's just me, John, and Cons at like 7:45 a.m. John doesn't wake up ever at 7:45, and he was like, "What did you say? I'm like the cock of the walk or some bullshit."
Probably. I don't
And I
remember.
was
Good
like-
term. Nobody knows that term. Well, nobody uses it anymore because it's 2021. But I like that. I like that.
And he was so confident that it immediately made me
Yeah,
super unconfident.
I thought you actually were going to steamroll them.
I did too. They were a very good team. I will
No,
admit
they-
that. Like
no,
I
they
was
weren't though.
I was impressed when Dante
Hank
had
guessed
like.
lasagna. Okay.
Well, Hank did.
Oh, that's
Dante,
true. I already
Dante
forgot.
guessed Texas for country flags. Okay, like let's
It
not act
was-
like they were just like coming out swinging. Okay,
It was stunning. I was, and I haven't actually watched the whole match since it happened, and we're about to start. Like again, this is not in real time. We're like all over the place. Timeline.
we don't know how mad people actually
So
are
yes,
yet.
you've watched it. You've watched it already. If you're listening, we actually haven't edited it yet, so I haven't rewatched
no.
it since. As we're standing right now talking on May 13th, I'm excited to see my facial expressions because I was legitimately floored. I was stunned.
Were you that surprised?
I could not believe it.
See, that's what I'm saying. Like I still stand by. I still ride with Team Nightmare.
Oh, yeah.
I still stand by my squad. I definitely don't think there was any cheating lately.
No, there definitely wasn't.
I don't know that there was any cheating ever, but lately I definitely don't think so. I don't know if there was early on. I don't think so. I stand with my squad, but
it's just a really bad look.
I'll say this. I don't fault anyone who thinks it.
No, you absolutely can't. You can't now.
Okay, so here's the thing. We said this going in. So of course, like our three dumbasses, like we're like, oh, how are we gonna get ready for the trivia tournament? We went across the street, just started ripping shots of vodka like complete assholes. Like, so we're sitting there. I'm like, okay.
I mean, we had 3 drinks. It's not like we came in there stumbling, bumbling. We all had a
saying that's
beer,
how confident
a
we
shot
were.
and a half.
I think I yelled at you at one point. You were banging the table too hard. I was like, I think that's gonna ruin all the microphones. Probably can't do that.
So the 2 options were, that if we did make it through, that we were gonna play Kirk, which had Rico. Because Rico got dumped because he wouldn't play cons.
Right, that was the big thing.
That was going to be great for content. I'm making the argument here, Jeff, that us losing that way is going to be way better for content.
Oh, absolutely. But now
we're going to get shit on.
You guys versus Rico, so now that match I think airs later I think that match airs the 20th. I don't know what it is. It's Misfits versus Kirk. So now the Rico cons thing just doesn't happen.
Right.
Which is crazy that Rico, in the end, avoided it completely.
Did you know that John tried to pay Dante to take a fall?
I didn't try and pay Dante. Dante asked me for a favor, and I said, I'll give it to you if you take a fall tonight.
You were going to bring burgers in if you played.
If we played Rico, there was talk of burgers coming in the middle of the match.
Yeah.
Which I would not have had anything to do with because...
I don't know what would have happened. What it might have happened, might not have happened. It was just, we're just throwing things out. What could happen? How could you get in another team's head, such as texting them the morning of and him saying, hey, can you do me a favor for this thing I'm doing? And I would say, well, yeah, sure, if you don't win tonight.
And then we just scored 2 total points.
Yeah, it was 2.
We didn't answer one of our own questions right.
What do you mean?
Like, right?
Yeah, I think you missed.
Both of them were on steals, right?
No, I think you actually answered your own question. Again, I haven't.
Oh, the last one was our question.
The last one was our question.
But
the first one was Kate and Leopold. That was
so you missed. So that was
we didn't even get our own category.
So the 9C Gen XYZ, Large, Vibs, and Jake Marsh set a record. They hit 11 of their own 12 questions, and you guys set a record. You missed 11 out of 12. You missed your first 11
fucking scene.
11 questions.
Now, do we know when the next round starts or next season starts?
Next season will start. I don't know the exact date because we're gonna take 2 weeks to kind of figure out what we can do to improve it and organize it because this all kind of came together so.
And one of those things won't be kick out Team Nightmare.
No, you won't be kicked out.
Okay.
Oh no, we are the
you
villains.
You have to be in.
That was really the whole point of this.
Yeah.
We're still in, baby.
Yeah, no, you have to be.
We have to be, and not only do we have to be, we're going back to our home setups, right?
Yeah, but I'm gonna make you guys do your next match probably from the radio room.
No.
I think
If Cons is cheating, let him cheat the regular season. And let us get to the tournament and fail again.
I know he definitely hasn't cheated lately at all. He's standing up in the middle of his apartment. He hasn't. I think for your sake, you should do it from the radio room and have a good match.
But do people think I'm just living in some sort of brothel at my apartment?
People think you have somebody. People think you have an earpiece in, so you should probably put your hair back.
An earpiece?
You should be given.
I don't even know how to make an IFB work from my apartment.
You should win and squash it quick, and then on the being is just one very embarrassing match. It was karma, whether he cheated or not. And I know people who think he did or they scream because they're "Are you fucking? How do you fucking still say that?" I legitimately don't have. I just don't have definitive proof. I have some damning evidence based on his argument with Brandon that just makes him look really bad, and that's why I suspended him. I was I can't not. You sound so guilty, whether you know it or not. I just had to suspend him, and he accepted it. He accepted the suspension. He didn't complain about it, and he came back and he played. And he
played well.
And Cons loves playing the dozen, and I appreciate that. He loves coming on. He knows he's going to get completely shit on every time, and he keeps playing. So
he is going to have a tough. Now again, we're recording this on before it all comes out. Captain Cons, I hope you are not reading your Twitter mentions.
It's going to be insane.
When John and I walked out, we were just dying laughing because it was so fucking bad. Cons was so rattled, and I was like, listen, like you just might as well turn your phone off for a day. If you're gonna get rattled
it's gonna be ugly.
It is. I mean, social media is gonna be tough, and it should be. We were humiliated.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Like as I said, I will fault no one. There is no response that would be ridiculous.
You missed. Like I think.
What can you?
So the celeb mashups were definitely the hardest, if I recall. But even like Maid of Honor, I was shocked. Like
Maid of Honor, like I came out. I think Kenjack was also very surprised. I'd never seen that one. I didn't know Maid of Honor at all.
I'm gonna pull up.
No, the smallest basketball arena in the Pac-12.
So I mean, the arenas thing I did on purpose. I gave Cons arena. I had to give him arenas.
Well, and here's the thing: is I knew TCU for the Big 12, and then I was trying to do process of elimination with the Pac-12, and I just forgot about Stanford. Like I said, every other team, and you actually said that. You were like, one team you didn't mention is the answer, and I was like, well,
you basically said everybody but the right answer. I'm trying to.
And I did.
I didn't know Kate and Leopold. I didn't know either of our questions.
I knew Kate and Leopold, but I didn't know Maid of Honor, obviously. And what? We missed the what was the bonus round for us?
Bonus round
states.
was close. Landlocked states.
And we just kept naming states that are not landlocked.
No, we only got like one wrong.
The description was weird off the top because like we had to kind of redefine because the Great Lakes. It was basically states that don't border an ocean.
Oh no! Late in the match, I was still trying to pull like Alabama, Georgia. Like I was still.
Oh, you were saying them, but we weren't. We weren't putting them in. I think we went to like triple overtime on that.
Yeah,
or something
we did.
Like
that's
that.
right.
That one went pretty far.
Yeah, it was like states that don't border an ocean is what we ended up. I said it wrong when we said it, but.
The question that we were very sure on was the Rick Porcello one. I had never been more confident in you answering that question.
Both Rick Porcello and R.A. Dickey.
So you got Kate and Leopold. You got the steal on your niche.
Yes.
The other side got both music.
Oh yeah, we fucked
they got both music, and then they got.
what was our music one?
I forget what it was.
I had never heard of it.
No, I knew the song, but I had never heard of the band.
Right.
Yeah.
I knew we sang the
And
song.
they got Italian food, and then they didn't miss one question the rest of the way. They got all the remainder of their own questions, and you guys.
By the way, Jeff, you know what, Jeff? I have a bone to pick with you. As a matter of fact, now that you're bringing this up, you let people do niche, whatever categories that were so specific, but you told
No. Romantic comedies is pretty
no.
fucking specific.
No. You let Roan do battle rap.
But that's very wide ranging.
Not really.
I gave you guys romantic comedies from the late 2000s,
but John
late 90s, early 2000s. Like that's a pretty.
I would make the argument though. John wanted to do Taylor Swift. Taylor Swift is bigger than battle rap.
No, but Taylor Swift's one person. Battle rap is a whole entire like thing.
But it's a whole thing that no one knows.
You can do
about.
folk music, but that's just Roan knows it. We are changing the niche up, but that's like kind of the.
I see both sides of this. Because I know Coley made this argument, I think, during their match where he was saying that like Simpsons is wider ranging, and you were like, but it's one single show and it's one single artist.
You should let us do however specific we want.
I waver on this one. I get both sides of it.
No, we should be able to do the most specific things that we want.
No, well, that actually is changing. You will next year a little bit. It's niche categories gonna be way different.
Gotta do Succession.
But you guys were very good at romantic comedies too, so it's not like you weren't like.
Cons was studying movie posters the night before.
Yeah,
and we still didn't.
Maid of Honor. I couldn't believe he missed. He got Kate and Leopold. Yeah, it's. I mean, you guys ended up getting your last point on Last Man Standing with Tim Allen.
Yeah, that was big. That was a fucking good point to get. Just like because we had a good reaction, we were having fun.
Well, we knew how. I mean, it was over way before that, but we also knew that we didn't want to.
That was the very end of the match, and it looked like we were dancing on their graves.
We couldn't only score 1 point. I mean, we just simply.
They were just getting. They got movie years. They got Sort the Flags. They got arenas, and they just got so many things.
Listen, it was embarrassing. There's really nothing else to say.
They got Sort the Flags. I think we got lucky with one. Because I think we had Nicaragua, and like we knew it because it said Nicaragua on the flag, so we just knew where N is probably going to be in the middle, and then we gave two different answers.
You got Christina Applegate and Jason Bateman.
Yeah, and then the Bateman was a hard one because the Bateman was like it was long hair,
longer hair,
another bump. That's not the way he looks.
Yes, it is. That's.
I remember him looking like
Arrested Development. Jason Bateman hair.
It's just not how I'd ever think of him looking.
You missed Elizabeth Banks and Colin Firth on the steal.
Yeah, who did I said Piers Morgan on that?
Yeah,
which I was Colin Firth.
Oh, he's in
Colin Firth, very famous.
And that, actually, oh my god! I mean, I gave you. He's like a rom-com guy in many
see.
cases. Yeah,
you'll know who Colin Firth is.
It was. I mean, look.
I mean, he's a Mamma Mia guy.
We're talking about. We're talking about one one or
yeah,
two
we should've
points
gotten
here or
that
there.
one.
You lost by 12.
Yeah.
You know, and they actually
Yeah,
they only stole 3 of the ones you missed. They weren't even like that great on the other side.
It's we did it for content, Jeff. We humiliated ourselves for content.
Yeah, I mean,
We took one for the team.
yeah.
We did.
Yeah.
Also, like the fact that Nick made our logos the Astros logos is so fucking
It's a
funny.
cool logo though.
But people like didn't realize that it was the like you didn't realize it, did you?
I didn't realize it until someone said it like to my face. Might have been you.
I think it was. I was like, yeah, we were wearing the Astros logos because everyone thinks we cheated.
Yeah, the
And
bonus round went to triple overtime and you lost. The first
What did we say?
wrong,
We said
the first
Kentucky
wrong
or something like
answer
that?
was your answer.
Yeah. Yeah, we went.
I think you said
gave 8
somebody. I
answers.
think you said somebody on that was already on the list.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I think it was
yeah,
Kentucky,
it
and Kentucky was already on the board.
Yeah. Well,
But whatever, it's been a great tournament so far.
the
I'm
fact
very
that
much
Cons
looking
isn't
forward
here is
to.
damning too.
I mean, cons couldn't really. We kind of just did this on a whim.
You mentioned
I
you,
was trying to make it seem like he refused to be on the podcast.
you mentioned Coley. Coley takes on the experts next. Brandon, PFT, and Fran. That's going to be on the week before Memorial Day, the Monday. And I guess if you're listening at this point, there's a bunch of matches you haven't seen. So it's
Tune in. It is top-notch content. Congratulations to Jeff. The dozen is awesome.
congrats to the show.
I think. Congrats.
I think
to
you
the
guys
show.
deserve. You guys played a shitload of times. Like I've been very adamant about that. Like I appreciate the praise, but it's been a pretty large team effort here.
The face gets the credit. The face is here.
And
Thank you very
sparklers.
much, Jeff.
Yeah, Sparkler's got me shit here, so I don't appreciate the fucking Sparkler. I mean, you guys played many times, and I don't think you guys ever said no.
I didn't like when I wasn't asked. I was like, what the fuck? I wasn't asked this week. I very much.
You'll be
like
one of the
playing.
first probably 4 matches in the next season. Absolutely.
All from
I
home,
can't
Jeff.
wait.
All from home.
All right, thank you very much.
You guys winning like 14-0 be the funniest fucking thing in the world.
So I'm saying, do it for content, Jeff. Let Cons cheat for content.
96% of you motherfuckers watch these videos and aren't subscribed. Shout out to the 4%. You are good people. 4% of people are watching our
That's
clips.
about what the I would guess the breakdown of
Good people versus bad
demographics
people?
in the world.
Yeah.
Good people versus bad people. Probably about 96% to 4.
That's
but Be
fair.
a good person.
But it's not even. I'm not even asking you to be a good person. I'm asking you to push a button.
Yeah,
I'm asking you to click a button.
you can be a bad person still, but just click
You
the
could be a
button.
piece of shit. Just click subscribe. 96% of you watch these clips and they're like, oh my God, that was a funny clip from this podcast. I liked it. And I'm just not going to help them out. The people who work to make it, the people who work to produce it, to post it, to upload it, and there's nothing from you. You're a bad person if you don't subscribe.
Be a good one.